what I see a lot is that people will really stress out about family members or friends not getting on the boat. And I guess, or maybe I just know a lot of people with strong personalities, but a lot of times we tend to kind of push it and force it and try to bend them to that. And that really doesn't work very often. Um, you think about when you're raising children or when you're training animals, anything that has a will of its own, if you are forcing it or or using fear or some of these tactics that kind of coerce a person into doing something, they're going to be kind of resistant. They're not going to be as apt to jump on board with it. And you're going to get a lot of pushback and you're going to get some defiance and you're going to get the rebellion. And they may eventually come around, but they're probably going to go a whole lot further in the direction before they come back. But when you take a more general approach, when you ask them to join you in certain things, um, when you bring them into it gently, you are living this life, stay the course, and then invite people into that life. You don't have to drag them in. You don't have to, you know, drag that horse over to the water and hold its head under until it gives in. You just invite them into your life and bring them in gently. And what happens is the wheat and the tares are going to separate, just to put it plainly. And the ones that have a heart for God are the ones that are going to start following. They're going to start paying attention. They might not jump on it right away because I think the nature of most people is to not trust, especially if they've been in the world and in the modern church, because I don't even need to go there. But they're going to start seeing the changes in your life, and you are the very best testimony, the very best teacher. And you don't have to say anything about teaching. You just show them. You show through your actions. You demonstrate it. You set that example. They say children learn what they live. You can say what you want all day long, but they're going to see what you're living. So when you have these friends, when you have these family members who are looking, and believe me, they are all looking because all of a sudden they think you've gone off the reservation. And they're watching you, but they're going to start seeing not just the actions that you're doing, but the changes that are happening inside of you as a result. They're going to see that growth that's coming out of you, and they're going to see that different nature that's coming out because you are being fully obedient to the Word of God. And that is what's going to start influencing them and inspiring them to dig a little deeper. And you're going to have some people that are, if they're really hungry, if they really love God, if they really want to serve Him, they're eventually going to come your way and they're going to get into this. Now, if they're not, I mean, I have people that I've known for 30 years and they said, "Oh, I just can't take it because you don't do Christmas." Now, how me not doing Christmas affects them doing Christmas, I have no idea. But they couldn't stay friends with me because I don't do Christmas, I don't do Easter, and so they have separated. And the reality of it is, this life is divisive. When you come to this truth, when you come to understand that you are walking in the whole Bible, you're not over here in Acts 2:38 with half the story, you're not in Torah with half the story, but you've married it together and you're walking in that whole Bible best you can, it's going to weed out some people. And they might be family, they might be friends, they might be acquaintances, might be jobs. It it happens and it affects every part of your life. But at the end of the day, you have to trust God's provision for you. If you're involvement in this. If it ends a relationship, know that he's going to replace that relationship with something more fulfilling, something better, a better relationship, a deeper relationship. He will bring people in your life that will more than make up for those losses that you feel that you've experienced. It doesn't mean you stop praying for them. It doesn't mean that you stop, you know, being kind to them, but just understand that it's more important to stay on this path